Hello,
Fuck
welcome
you,
back
Craig.
to Bad Ping, the internet's most random podcast. This month we've got myself, Megan, we've got Joe, we've got Matt,
I'm
we've got the
alive,
birthday
everybody.
boy, Adam.
Fuck you,
Another
Adam.
year around the sun. Stupid apocalypse failures.
It's been a hot minute since I've been on.
Oh yeah.
I
Well,
was gonna say, Matt, you were on last month.
That was
yeah.
on last
Joe-
one. There won't
Joe
be any
was
Joe
fun.
hasn't
on,
been
like,
for a while.
What, 5 months ago?
I wasn't even on then. I was supposed to be, but I got distracted with Pokemon.
There won't be any
right.
frantic
I do remember
cricket
that because we ragged on you the last half of the podcast.
Yeah. Well,
That's great.
fuck. Now you're going to get distracted by Pokemon again.
I might get distracted by Pokemon.
No,
Pokemon just
I turned the Pokemon off right now. I'm cooking right now.
Which one you get?
Quit
Joe, which
fooling
one
the
you get?
Joe, damn it.
I'm making tacos. I'm hungry. Leave me alone.
But no, which Pokemon? Which one did you get? Diamond or Pearl?
I got a Brilliant Diamond.
Cool. I did too.
As long as no one gets distracted by Pokemon during this podcast, I am completely fine.
Hey, Pokemon is a distracting
I
thing.
got Pokemon the entire time.
No,
Wait,
no, we're not talking about Pokemon the entire time.
I picked Timchar.
I will accept Pokemon talk after we do CyberTwits Christmas. Then you
this
can talk
perfect
about
time.
Pokemon.
God, I just had an idea for a show we could do.
What?
Oh my. Aha.
CyberTwits and Pokemon.
Oh yeah, let's do it.
Like, that would be fun to do.
I'll do a
Like-
Nuzlocke, and I'll stream it, and we'll record it.
Yeah,
That.
we can choose the absolute worst. I call a Magikarp.
Carp.
Magikarp, use Splash.
Adam, you are a Magikarp.
Oh, I know. I'm also dead-like one whenever it faces an electric Pokemon.
Hey, you know your typings. Proud of you.
Boy, I have a story for when we do the Pokemon CyberTwits, whatever. And you are going to laugh at how stupid I was when I was younger.
Oh
Adam,
dear.
we're laughing at how stupid you are now.
No, I was stupider when I was younger.
Hmm.
When I was
You're one
your
of those.
age, I was but a young, stupid lad.
and
Your age of
stupid old
penny
man.
used to cost a nickel.
That was a Jack Patillo laugh, quality laugh right there. Oh my goodness.
Anyway, so what does everyone want to talk about other than Pokemon? We can do anything but Pokemon. Please, for the love of God.
I like Pokemon.
I understand that, but too many times this podcast has devolved into someone being so distracted by Pokemon that they're not here.
That's only happened once.
Or someone being
Fine.
distracted by The Sims.
Or last month when I was frantically clicking on Roller Coaster Tycoon,
Yes.
and you
That
can hear
too.
it through the entire audio.
Look,
Hey, but you were at least kind of present when I was
I was
doing the
making- yeah, I was-
presentation, so
I was making jokes and
yeah,
background humor.
exactly.
That's what I'm good at.
I mean, I could tell a story from last weekend that I told Joe.
do it.
That sounds exciting.
Ooh, I remember that story.
Yeah, I figure we'll just turn this into like wrestling, occasional YouTube videos, and that'll be about it.
So I had to escort a demonically possessed person from my church at the event that I was working
Exciting.
last Saturday.
That sounds fun.
I wasn't at your church last Saturday.
So I was working we had this thing at my church called Freedom, which is a 12-week program, or like a 12-week Bible study type thing. And they were having their conference last weekend, and I got told to go help. So I helped Friday night and Saturday morning. And Saturday, there was a lady out in the lobby during one of the sessions, and she just comes over to me and she starts talking at me like halfway through a conversation that she's clearly already had with herself. So I don't know exactly what she's talking about, but the other security guard that was there with me could see that was really uncomfortable. And whenever he walked up behind her, just standing there making sure that I'm okay, she would turn around and start screaming at him that
That's fun.
he was, this and that, and he only wanted one thing from her, and blah blah blah. And this went on with several different people. And I finally had to get up and got her from the desk, and I had to escort her out while like verbally chastising her, escort her out to her car and off the property. And she claimed that I was stealing her power because I wouldn't be talking to her if I wasn't stealing her power. I'm like, I don't need to steal your power. I have the authority to kick you off this ground. So I got her to leave. So it was like probably one of the most terrifying things that I've had happen being at this church.
I had a lady.
Like,
Damn, where was Zach Bagans for that?
All right. So I have a similar story. So it didn't involve a demonic possession, unfortunately. So it was, we had just gotten back from a trip, or my family went on a road trip out to Oregon. We just gotten back, and I went to church for the first time in about like 2 weeks at that point. Because, well, no, I guess we did go. We found something in Oregon. Beside the point. I'm sitting in church, and a lady a few rows in front of us apparently had epilepsy for most of her life. She was kind of over it at that point, or is kind of over it now. Out of fucking nowhere, she's like in my line of sight. So I just saw everything go down. I just see her go, ugh! And like she like bent backwards and she like screamed, and like it was terrifying. She was having a seizure.
You had the Exorcist.
Yeah, it was like full on. It looked like she was being possessed. It was
oh my gosh,
creepy. But like I was like, oh, like I knew she had epilepsy.
Right.
So I knew like, or a seizure disorder. I don't know if it's epilepsy, but still. That was creepy as fuck.
Epileptic disorders are probably one of the most terrifying things to witness.
Oh yeah.
Because there's no precursor, it's just bam,
bam.
You are on the ground.
Yep. And if you don't hold your head, or if someone doesn't hold your head, you can die.
Yeah. You can bite down on your tongue and swallow it. Ugh.
Or just full on smash your head on the ground.
That too.
Yeah.
That happened at my work.
Did it really?
I may have done that when I was younger.
Hang on, Joe has the floor first.
One of my coworkers had an episode while she was stocking milk. She was working in the dairy department, and she literally hit her head on the floor, bit her tongue. So they had to get her out on an ambulance.
That's exciting.
Sweet God. Jeez,
I didn't see it on the other end of the store. I just got called over there to clean up blood off the floor. So
this is a morbid beginning to this episode.
Adam, what were you gonna say?
Well, when I was younger, like 12, maybe 11, I came out
all the way back in 1850.
I wish. God, those were good years. Anyways, you probably get lost in time travel because I'm an old fuck. I was living in New Mexico, and the house we had was like 3 bedrooms, 2.5 baths. The half bath was downstairs, right by the garage door, so pull in, go through the garage, blah, 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 all that good shit. I come out of the restroom, I fucking yawn, and I stretch. Next thing I know, I'm fucking falling to the floor. I hit the ground. I think I hit face first. I can't remember at this point because, well, memory issues come when you're older. Next thing I know, my dad's just there standing over me and asking, "Are you okay?" I just said, "Oh, I'm fine. Just hit the floor." We just brush it off as me getting lightheaded. Because, yes.
Adam took the song Bodies way too literally.
Well, Joe,
Didn't hear any of that.
of that. That was my favorite song growing up.
Let the Bodies Hit the Floor and It's Raining Men are the same song, but from two different perspectives.
That is a valid point.
They're not very different from my perspective.
I have a similar story to that, but mine's a little bit funnier. So when I was younger, back in the 1700s, we were living in Illinois, and the house that we were living in, my bedroom was up in the loft with my brother, so like it was up a big staircase, and then it split off into two bedrooms, my brother on one side and me on the other. But there wasn't a bathroom up there, so if you had to get up in the middle of the night, you had to go down the stairs to the bathroom on the main floor. Well, 5-year-old me, she liked to sleepwalk whenever she had to go down to the bathroom. So I would get up out of bed, go to the top of the stairs, and instead of, taking the stairs, I proceeded to become a cannonball. And I would tumble down the stairs, and the door at the end of the staircase was always closed at night. So my parents would always say that they could hear me hit the door and then just silence. And
Jesus.
So my dad would get up, he'd go over to the door, and he'd open the door, and I would tumble out, and he goes, "You go to the bathroom?" And I go, "Uh-huh." It's like, okay. So I went to go to the bathroom, and then I go back to bed, and I wouldn't remember it in the morning. My parents always loved telling me those stories. I'm like, how do I not have more brain damage from hitting all the stairs going down?
That's funny.
We were just funny back then. Okay, Megan.
I used to wrap myself in blankets. Me and my little sister used to do this. We used to wrap ourselves in blankets and slide down the stairs, landing in a pile of blankets at the bottom.
Oh, I used to do that too. That was always so much fun.
I just used a laundry basket.
See, I was too big a laundry basket. I was a very tall kid and a very fat kid.
My parents weren't allowed to go down the stairs in a laundry basket or in blankets.
With my parents, I just did when they weren't home.
Yeah, that's what you gotta do. That's what you gotta do. You gotta do that shit when they're not home. Like you jump on the bed when they're not home. You fucking slide down the stairs when they're not home. You slide down the if you have like
I slide down the stairs walking down the stairs, okay? I don't need to purposely do it.
Oh my gosh. So
remember when we thought we didn't have a topic? Well,
yeah, now the topic is just violence.
Yeah.
We still don't have a
What
topic.
else is new?
But we have had a request from Mr. Joe to look at the Survivor Series card and give kind of our prediction.
WWE is probably going to suck.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, just wait till you hear this amazing card.
Is it great? In a negative way?
Let's go through all the matches and then save the Survivor Series match for the end.
Save the Survivor Series matches for the last?
Yes.
Okay. So first up, Damian Priest, United States Champion, versus Shinsuke Nakamura, Intercontinental Champion, with Rick Boots. Personally don't care about that match, but we'll get into it later.
Okay,
that's a squash match.
Oh, just wait.
Yeah.
It gets better.
For Shinsuke, for some reason, apparently isn't good anymore, I guess.
They're burying Shinsuke. They're trying to boost Damian.
He's gonna be a fucking super, he's gonna be one of the biggest stars in AEW.
Just wait.
Shinsuke is going to AEW and it's gonna be amazing.
Continue.
Oh, yeah. Next match, RK Bro versus the Usos. RK Bro, the Raw Tag Team Champions. The Usos, the SmackDown Tag Team Champions.
Okay, I have a bone to pick with this one. One, why is Matt Riddle still in WWE? Because
I figured that was going to be it. I was going to say, Megan, do you still hate Matt Riddle?
Because two, the guy has had so many freaking controversies surrounding him. I'm surprised that Vince has kept him on, but then again, I shouldn't be surprised.
Megan. WWE, Megan.
You can win.
No. Let me finish my points, and then you may contradict me. Because I have one more point.
Well, I'm not going to contradict you, but
The other point being, why are the Usos still be given title shots and they can't stop doing DUIs? Why?
There's only one.
They can't stop getting hurt either. They constantly are. One of them is constantly out. This is like one of the rare times where they're both
drunk
here.
or they're injured.
Mhm.
Essentially.
Mhm.
But anyways, going back to Riddle being in WWE, if you give another round or two, he may not be, because Nick Khan has his all-powerful list. Oh boy, that's going to be a fun topic.
He is not going AEW, so help me God if he goes to AEW, I will throw things.
He probably won't.
Bruh.
But the next match.
Freaking hate him.
Next match is Big E versus Roman Reigns with Paul Heyman. Which,
Yeah, well, we all know who's going
It'll
to
be
win
a
that
boring
match.
match.
I think it's going to be good.
Match. No.
Did you
Adam.
guys hear that WWE is penalizing Big E for gyrating because too many Karens have called in now?
Oh
Oh,
my
that
God.
sounds about right.
Also,
Stupid.
Adam,
What?
that is really dumb. But that sounds like it should be a good match. It's not going to be a good match because both of them are slow, lumbering performers. Both of them go very slowly.
You know what? $5.
wait.
$5. Sorry, go ahead, Adam.
Oh no, you can finish. I want him to hear the rest of the card.
All I was going to say is $5 says Brock Lesnar comes out midway between that match.
Oh, that's also gonna that also will
No,
make it
this is what's going to happen, okay? The action's going to break down because the Usos going to come out, then the New Day is going to come out, match's going to get canceled off, and then all of a sudden Brock Lesnar comes out.
And he's gonna kick the shit out of everybody.
And then John Cena.
Just
da, 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 da.
Hey, John Cena is like the only thing that WWE has going for it, and he's not even there half the time.
Yeah, well, anyways, next match. I know you guys have been keeping up with this story. Becky Lynch versus Charlotte Flair. I mean, there's legit heat apparently.
There's no way you can let Charlotte win that.
There's no way.
You want to bet?
There is a way.
There's no way in hell.
There is a way, and is because of Charlotte's.
WWE has their dicks wet for their heels. So like,
Matt, it's not even
that. I don't think it's necessarily that. I think it's because that Vince prefers her assets to Becky.
She doesn't have any assets. She fucking don't.
Do you not understand what I'm meaning by assets?
I understand what you're meaning.
Deflated.
Yeah.
She got rid of her fake boobs. So, because one of them popped.
Yeah.
Literally.
After the third time.
Matt, I want to point something out to you. After the plane ride from hell, pretty much everybody who wasn't a big name was punished for that entire debacle. If you don't know what that is, go and look up Dark Side of the Ring, Dark Side of the Ring, plane ride from hell, and you can literally see that Ric Flair was kept in WWE just because he was the main man.
I don't know.
So yeah.
I didn't see any
so
of that.
so Becky's getting buried in that match.
Becky's not getting buried. Becky's not getting buried. Becky wins that. Oh wait, no, Becky doesn't win that. Because WWE has a dick sweat for their heels. However, she should win that. AEW would give it to her because AEW knows actually how to fucking balance their superstars.
You are correct.
We can talk about that later, but this is a situation where Charlotte wins no matter what. Yep. Either she doesn't get her way and she just throws the match on purpose, making everybody look bad, or she wins. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it.
There's no winning with this match. There's only pain.
Yeah. Speaking of pain, the first Survivor Series match, Team Raw, Bianca Belair, Rhea Ripley, Liv Morgan, Carmella, and Queen Zelina versus Team SmackDown, Sasha Banks, Shayna Baszler, Shotzi, Natalya, and Toni Storm. I wonder who's going to fucking win that match.
Oh yeah. It's a squash. I'm just
I
glad
would say
I'm glad they
Raw,
called
but
glad they called Shotzi back up, but
yeah.
they finally called Shotzi up. But yeah, that's a squash. There's no
Yeah.
way in hell.
Oh
it's gonna
yeah,
come.
they called her up, then released her tag partner literally 3 weeks or a month later.
Who's their take partner?
Tegan Knox,
Oh yeah, that's right.
and then
Goddamn.
boy, the final Survivor Series match.
Countdown.
We don't have $50,000 to get those rights, okay? Anyway,
Hey, I sang within the time limit.
yeah, they won't care. Anyways, Team
I don't think
Raw,
we're big enough for them to care either.
Seth Rollins, Ben Balor. I can't pretend to think of anything other than Team Raw winning. Kevin
Keep
Owens,
going.
Bobby Lashley, and Austin Theory with MVP versus Team Loser SmackDown, Drew McIntyre, Jeff Hardy, King Woods, Happy Corbin, and after tonight we'll know it's either Ricochet, Cesaro, Sheamus, or possibly the greatest wrestler ever, Jinder Mahal, with Madcap Moss. Fucking hell.
It'll be Jinder Mahal, and I can tell you exactly why. They're gonna be
India?
pulling. They're gonna be pulling him. Nope, they're gonna be pulling him off of Raw, SmackDown for a bit.
Oh yeah,
on-
he's injured again.
Huh?
He's injured again.
No, he's on Big Sky this season, so he's doing PR.
So is no one gonna say anything?
I thought he was injured.
No, he's on Big
Wait,
Sky this
Did
season.
we just lose all connections?
Okay.
I can hear you, Matt.
Matt, we can hear you. Turn up your hearing aid, damn it.
I thought they were setting up for the return of
no, that
Liam
is
B.
what's happening.
No,
Oh no.
actually he used it in Impact.
Yeah, that entire card just sounds like it's gonna suck.
What? You mean you don't want a predictable show that's one of the big four?
I would watch the 3 to 4 AEW pay-per-views than the once a month pay-per-views from WWE because they at least have more content.
They have more content. They sure as hell don't know how to pace the pay-per-views, though.
Nah.
Like, I have a big problem with AEW and how they set up their pay-per-views. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Like, Full Gear. It was a good show. I'm not going to deny that. The best match of the night was also ironically the match that hurt me the most because it was just one fall to a finish. And that was the 6-man tag match. And I guess we have to wait till Matt gets back.
Has Matt rejoined
I don't know
us?
what the fuck happened. That was weird. I just
Well,
I couldn't hear
a little
anybody.
bit.
I couldn't hear anybody. I just thought everything went silent,
No, we were talking. We could hear you.
awkwardly silent, and then I just couldn't hear anybody at all.
Weird.
And so then when I clicked to leave, it didn't leave. It kept me in the thing, so I had to click to another voice channel. And yeah.
Yeah, that might be Discord acting up. Anyways, I was just talking about my problem with AEW pay-per-views. Because Full Gear was a good show, but fuck.
Full Gear was a great show. It was in fucking Minnesota.
Well, that took it from great to good, in my opinion, but that's beside the point.
Well, you can.
I don't need any more disappointment.
Fucking
I'm a Bears fan. Have mercy with the disappointment.
Okay, guys, I need ideas of what to put on a sign for the next AEW show that I go to in December. I'm thinking about doing a Darby Allin one.
Sign Jeff Hardy.
Oh, I wish.
They will not do that. I can guarantee you.
Well, they will do that.
No,
they will.
Do that. When he gets released, I guarantee you, they will sign him immediately.
No.
They will, and they will put him up against Matt, and it will be glorious.
Oh, absolutely. And then they're going to do a feud with Darby Allin, and that's going to be like the greatest feud of all time.
Yes.
Here's the thing about Jeff. This situation happened before. It happened twice, to be fair. You want to know what fixed it last time?
What?
It was literally Impact sending him to rehab. And when he got out...
No one cares about your shitty opinion, Adam.
No, Matt, I'm not even joking. Like, this is the one thing where I will say, like, usually I'll joke about shit. I cannot joke about this. They put him back at the very bottom of the card. So he had to work his way up. The better part of...
Oh, yeah.
Hey, he had to regain everyone's trust. And by the time he did that, it was 2012? Maybe 2013? I forget the actual year. And it was legitimately a case of, if he fucked up again, he was out. AEW's not going to do that. And the reason is, well, you say
Jeff
that.
doesn't need rehab this time.
You say that.
Jeff
But,
isn't
like I said,
drinking
last
anymore.
times it happened, either he went to Impact to get clean, then went back to WWE. So it's...
I don't with the way that they're treating him right now in WWE, I would not be surprised if they release him later this year, or early next year.
And he
and
will.
He does.
And he will go to AEW.
Yeah, he will, because Matt's been trying to get him there since Matt started.
Yeah, like fucking Matt is the best fucking possible person for Jeff Hardy.
Yeah.
At this exact moment in time.
Mm-hmm.
And I guarantee you, they are like constantly talking about AEW and whatever hell the hell would. I don't know.
So back to my sign.
Guys.
So.
Back to the sign.
Back to my sign. So I'm thinking about doing Darby Allin is the past, present, and future of AEW, kind of what a spoof on what MJF always says, that he's the past, present, and future, because I hate MJF with a bloody passion.
Amazing.
But he's a great fucking heel. Like
I am not denying
best heel in the business.
He is a good. I'm not denying that he's a good heel, but it's also the same reason why I don't like the Miz. Because the Miz, their personas are so toxic to me that it hurt.
I was watching old ECW, well, WWE ECW, and fuck, the Miz back then, shit, he would fit in perfectly today. Like that character, just because he rubs everybody the wrong way, and it works so perfectly for him.
Dude, Petty Miz was the best Miz.
If you want to
now
see
he's
Miz,
just annoying.
If you want to see Miz completely out of his comfort zone, go onto YouTube and look up the Dancing with the Stars videos from this season. Oh my gosh, the dude can dance, and his persona out on the ballroom floor is superb. He was actually so good this season, and I was so bummed when he got kicked off.
Oh yeah, was he actually really good?
He actually was really good. He played the genie. He did Pinhead from Hellraiser.
Nice.
His costumes this season were fantastic. So I would definitely recommend going and looking up the videos on YouTube.
Yeah, Miz is definitely one of the most underrated characters, but we're going off track from the sign.
So I'm thinking about doing that for the sign, but I also don't know if I want to do like a two-sided sign, kind of like I did for the last WWE show that I went to. But where I'm sitting is I'm sitting in the bowl, but it's the lower level of the bowl, 2 rows back from the guardrail, and it's right by the ramp going down to the ring.
Okay.
So I want the sign to be good.
I guess my joke wasn't funny.
I didn't hear what your joke was. Say it again.
Yeah.
No, none of us heard you.
I said for your sign, you should put a "Where's Bray" sign on there.
Oh,
be good.
I could do that. I really could.
Right up, right big, right, bring back Gold Dust.
No, because I was never one for Gold Dust.
Was so good. Gold Dust was fucking amazing.
I
It was
also
weird
kind
and
of
creepy, but it was so good.
yeah. I oh my gosh. Do you guys watch Sammy Guevara's vlogs on YouTube?
No.
Oh my gosh, you need to because they've been doing this thing. It's been going on for a couple months now with Fuego del Sol, where they're doing Too Fast, Too Fuego, and Fuego's like, no one knows who this person is. I'm like, everyone knows who that person is. You can tell by the tattoo. It is not hard because that is clearly Cody Rhodes and a unitard, and it makes me very happy.
Why does
What
it?
did
So
you just call somebody?
We're
So-
gonna get canceled for that.
Oh my gosh.
why is Cody Rhodes so split in the AEW universe? Why, like, I don't understand that. I know, like,
Because
I'm new, but
it's the same reason why Roman Reigns was so split in the WWE universe for so long. Because he got pushed too high and too hard too quickly. And then when he was trying to come back down with Malachi coming in, no one saw it as genuine. So they're demonizing him. And it's sad to see, but at the same time, he plays
Cody
it so
Rhodes.
well. He plays it so well.
yeah,
There is another aspect to
because he's Cody
consider,
fucking Rhodes.
Yeah.
and that aspect is literally when AEW started. At first full year, I want to say he challenged for the AEW World Championship, and I believe that match was essentially if he lost, he couldn't challenge for it ever again. And then of course MJF screwed him, blah blah blah, all that. And then it just became a case of, oh, he's taking on MJF. And essentially it's him up against some of the better talent, like younger, older. And it's kind of, I won't say it's kind of like how Triple H was between 2002 and 2004,
Mm-hmm.
because it's kind of a mix between that, Jeff Jarrett, and old time stuff, where it's like, you're related to this person, so you're being brought in and given a decent push, and we'll take from there. And then you add in all the talent he's facing.
You also you've also got to consider that the quote unquote EVPs of AEW that are all currently wrestling, a lot of them have come from backgrounds where they've won titles or they're really well known for their skill. Cody Rhodes, I'm not knocking that he has put in his chops in like WWE and in the indies in between, but he didn't come from a background where he had titles. The reason that he got as big as he did is because of his dad.
Yeah, it is legitimately name value, his push, and how it comes off on TV. Okay?
Yeah.
That's the big thing.
I have a quick question.
Yes.
From what little I've seen of MJF, why does he look like a well-pushed Damian Sandow?
Because he is.
Because he
funny.
He legitimately is.
No, well, Damian Sandow wasn't good on the microphone either. Like MJF,
And MJF's not great on the microphone either.
You don't like MJF? I think he's amazing on
I
mic.
don't. I can't
He
stand
is.
him.
Well, I mean,
Like-
that's just a persona. Like you're supposed
Cut
to.
my music. Cut my music. Okay, no, we don't want to listen to your music anyway. We don't want to listen to you. The same reason why I don't like Dan Lambert.
I mean, well, fuck Dan Lambert. That guy's just
Dan Lambert is the best fucking heel going today.
You need to hush.
No.
dude. That's
I-
MJF. I will not take any other answer.
If you look at Dan Lambert's work in professional wrestling, AW Impact, that's about it that I know of. He is, without a doubt, the one person who could make, like, Superman Cena cheered by everybody. And that is impressive.
No, John Cena wouldn't get booed. See,
No.
okay, Adam. this is a point I've actually been thinking about for a long time. There is a certain group of wrestlers that no one will ever boo, no matter fucking what. Okay? There's like a certain point that you can get as a superstar. If you retire, if you leave, whatever. It like however you get there, doesn't matter. But there's a certain point where WWE superstars will never be booed, no matter if they're a heel or a face. Becky Lynch, CM Punk,
correct.
John Cena, because he's John Cena. He'll get booed anyway. So it doesn't really count as well. But
The
CM
Rock.
Punk, Becky Lynch, The Rock, fucking there's so many. They're like
Stone Cold Steve
Stone
But
Cold.
they all have also earned that respect.
They have earned that. Yes, they have earned that. They're that big to the point where they can never.
Dan Lambert can go crawl back into the hole he came out of.
Here's the thing. I'm not talking about Cena today. I'm talking about like Cena back in like 07, 08. When every time you got WWE, it was like, oh, what's that? You didn't want to see Cena? No. Here's Juan Cena. Just that year of literally Cena's in every fucking thing. Like that era of Cena, that gets cheered by everybody today because of Dan Lambert.
I can't, like, look, don't get me wrong. I love Scorpio Sky. Scorpio Sky is, he is a great wrestler. He can talk. He backs what he can talk. And I've seen that on, like, the podcast that he does with James Willems over on RT.
Wait, really?
Yes.
I didn't know
Did
that.
you not know
Yeah,
that
Wrestling with the Week.
Yeah, Wrestling with the Week.
I mean, I knew the show. I didn't know that it was Scorpio Sky and fucking James
Yeah.
Willems.
Scorpio and James.
Scorpio
And their podcast is great. I got off watching it, but it's a great podcast. So he backs what he reaches. Ethan Page, he's getting there for me where he is a good technical wrestler. He's just not quite there. But bringing in Dan Lambert and a bunch of UFC people who have no business being in professional wrestling is the same reason why I don't like Ronda Rousey, why I don't like Brock Lesnar, and why I don't like Matt Riddle.
What about Ken Shamrock?
What about Jake Hager?
Hager was in professional wrestling before he went to UFC.
That's fair.
Brock Lesnar was in professional wrestling before UFC.
Bellator. He went to Bellator, not UFC.
Whatever. They started out in professional wrestling, so they know the business. They know how to sell
Technically,
well.
Brock Lesnar started out in football before he.
But they know how to sell well, and they know how to sell safely. The people that are being brought in from UFC to professional wrestling do not know how to sell well. They do not know how to sell safely, so it puts every wrestler that they're in there with in danger. And we've seen what happens when that comes about. I mean, that's why I don't like them.
Everybody's in danger in professional wrestling.
Right, but there's a specific way. It's stage fighting, essentially.
Yeah,
there's a way to do it where you can do it safely, and you're trained to do it safely while still making it look good.
Well, then that's just pulling your punches.
Right.
Like that's simply just pulling your punches, and anyone can pull their punches.
UFC people have not grasped that concept yet.
I get where you're coming from.
Yeah.
Well, no. See, here's the thing. I think
UFC
people,
when you think about it.
I think UFC people do know how to pull because pulling punches. Literally, Adam and I could fight, and I could pull my punches against him, and like neither of us would end up that hurt.
Right.
You know how you said we could, not that we would.
Well, I would.
You guys have been trying to put together that fight for years. Not at all.
No, it's been Logan and Adam, not Matt and Adam.
Yeah.
I forget. I just know that I'm supposed to be commentating.
Yeah, Adam, I would kill you.
What do you mean you're supposed to be commentating? I thought you were supposed to be sitting there going, stop, both of you, go to the hospital.
No, because Laura and I got relegated to commentary because we would just be making fun of them the entire time. And then we would take them to the hospital.
I have that.
My brother, he'd probably buy all the tickets too. I
feel like before that match even starts, Megan, you'd be sitting there going, both of you, go to the hospital now. You're both hacking already.
That's true. That is so true. Because you both have significant lung problems.
My lungs only tried killing me once. It's fine.
You every year. What are you talking about? Every year when it gets cold, you sound like death.
Okay, I will say
That's
this.
just
I do
because of
too.
Chicago Bear football, okay?
Yes, Matt.
When it gets cold, I do that same thing. Like I sound like fucking hell because I just get nasally and.
That's because the air gets dry and everything in like you breathe through gets just dried out.
Yeah,
and
my
living
lungs
in
are
the
currently
coldest
trying to kill
fucking
me.
state that is not named Alaska, the coldest state on mainland USA.
Yeah.
Is it? I thought North Dakota was.
No, North Dakota can suck my ass. It's
North
Minnesota.
Dakota doesn't exist.
I was going to say, it's either Minnesota or Montana. It's one of the two.
Montana just gets a lot of snow. Montana doesn't get cold.
Yeah.
We are colder than Montana.
I
If I'm
mean,
not mistaken,
We've had averages lower than.
Now you guys are making me look it up.
I mean,
heaven forbid
my
look
state
something
has just
up.
been very bipolar the last week. Like the high, it got up to 87 yesterday. The high today was 57.
It was 70 nearly 2 days ago. 41 today.
Yo, it's been like 30s, like
Yeah, North
high
Dakota's the
30s right
second.
now for us.
North Dakota's the second coldest state in the United
Right,
States.
Ooh.
Minnesota's the first.
Minnesota
Alaska.
is third during the winter. It's fourth during the rest of the year. Maine is
Yeah, that makes
third
sense.
the rest of the year, fourth during the winter.
Maine doesn't count. No one talks about Maine.
No one likes you, Maine.
My grandparents live in Maine.
A better state.
That state is
excuse me.
fucked up. I will admit.
I've never been
But-
there, but
How
I
did you
have
go
friends
from
that live up
Lexington
there.
It's really
and
It is-
Maine
a
is like
beautiful
Maine is
state.
like a little Heidi. They have like their own little Heidi hole on the East Coast.
Yeah, I've got friends up there. I should go visit them sometime.
It is beautiful. It
I
is,
get to go to Idaho in 2 months. I'm excited.
To Idaho.
you say Idaho or Ohio?
Idaho.
Okay, I don't know why you're excited about that.
I'm excited because I'm finally
Well,
getting
Idaho's cool as fuck.
I'm getting my 5-piece done in
Hmm.
Idaho.
Idaho is actually cool because Idaho has a lot of fucking mountains, and I like mountains.
I don't think no.
Are fucking amazing.
I've been to Idaho once, I believe. My dad was born in Idaho, and I think we went to go visit where he was born. But my aunt lives up there. My adopted aunt lives up there, so I'm staying with her, and then I'm getting my 5-piece done. But I'm only there for like the weekend. So, but I don't know why I chose to get the 5-piece done in January because I'm gonna have to wear shorts into the tattoo parlor to go get this 5-piece done.
Oh,
Yeah, it seems like a.
and you complain about me and Logan.
To be fair, I was born in the cold. I was molded by it, shaped by it.
So was I.
No, but
I was born
that's
in
the
I didn't know the warm until I was already a man.
Can we call this episode Distracted by Shiny Things?
Yeah, this episode is so off the walls.
That's what happens with Bad Ping. We come in with no topics and we just start randomly talking.
Well, the thing is,
this
had
episode is
topics too.
this episode is topics from a hat. Like that's
We had
what
one topic, and
Yeah.
that was Survivor Series.
Yep.
Well,
And welcome to Bad Ping, where the topics are made up and the points don't matter. That's right. The points are like
There
telling
are no
Logan
points.
and
Like our
Adam.
sex
The
lives.
points are like telling
They don't
Logan and
exist.
Adam to go to the hospital. This doesn't matter.
just doesn't fucking matter.
I literally have to be done
I'm
to go to the
convinced.
hospital.
I'm
And
convinced.
even that's iffy.
I am convinced that we could literally sit here for 3 hours and we would never stop talking.
You are probably correct.
Very
We would
possible.
never. We could do a 3-hour recording, a 3-hour bad ping, and we would not stop talking.
And
That would
then,
actually be fun
and
to
then,
do.
Ethan/Serena. I know they go by
Serena.
now. It just sticks in my head that her name used to be Ethan. So
That's the same for me. Yeah.
Yeah. And
I'll
hopefully
get used to it.
we'll get Serena on here soon, but Serena's also been very,
Yeah.
very, very busy.
Yeah,
But she
Serena's
does
an amazing person, by the way.
well wishes out to the CyberTwits community. She will be back whenever she feels comfortable being back.
Yes.
Anyway, what I was gonna say was if we did a 3-hour episode, they'd kill us.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
She would torture us first and foremost. Okay.
Yeah.
Like,
well, she wouldn't kill. No. She wouldn't kill me because she's giving me the power to moderate. She would kill you for dragging me into a 3-hour-long podcast.
I'm quiet
start with
most of the
Adam.
time. I'm not dragging anyone into this.
Megan, let's be realistic. Okay. We could drag you to the most amazing thing ever. And Serena would still want to torture us.
I mean, true, but no. So, it does sound like we're kind of getting into a lull with the podcast. So, does anyone have any last topic before we log off for this month?
Yeah, just one.
GIF and not GIF. That is my.
That's just called common sense. But anyways, with next week being Thanksgiving, I want to say thank you to all those listeners. I want to say thank you to the CyberTwits community because you're fucking awesome. And I want to say thank you to everybody who is part of it, especially Serena because she legitimately carried the entire thing on her back for so fucking long. And
yes, we would not be anywhere we are now without Serena and her technical support behind the scenes and carrying this podcast for, the first couple years of doing it. We would not be anywhere without her.
We may rag on one another, throw powerbomb each other through tables,
especially Adam,
fight each other. But truth is,
specifically Adam, mostly Adam.
Truth is, Matt's still a little bitch. I can feel
coming after such a sweet sentiment, and then Matt's a little bitch. This is why we can't have nice things. So Matt has said his piece. Adam has said his piece. Joe, do you have anything?
Hold on. I didn't finish my piece just yet.
Oh, I thought you finished your piece.
No. Like, all jokes aside, like, without Megan, without Laura, we would be fucking Magikarp, just splashing around.
No, any of us.
And
if this was Adam by himself.
And I do want to say one more thing.
Oh my gosh.
Thank you for everyone. Whether you're listening.
Let's say you said one more thing for like.
Well, I can't count, you little bitch. You
gotta go back to school.
For not how to count.
That's what happens when you get old, Adam.
Your math skills just go out the window when you get old.
Here's the thing. He keeps saying one more thing, and that he's so thankful for the people, listening to us.
Literally one more thing, and then it's the same thing.
And I keep getting, I keep getting the PBS thing, and our contributions from people like you. Thank you.
Yeah. Please send us some money.
Joe, do you have any last things?
If you send us money, all right. Here's my thing. Okay, I'm thankful for everybody, even like podcast wise, and all those that listen to us. Also, if you send us money, you're a fucking idiot. What the hell are you doing with your money?
You're sending us money. Like we're not worth your money. We're not worth. I mean, we might be worth your time if you find this entertaining, but we're not worth your money.
If you're sending us money, like we'll to help you.
I will compromise on this. How about this? If you think that we are worth any part of your money, send us a tweet on Twitter at CyberTwitsPod asking us to make an OnlyFans. How about that?
And it will be exclusively
pictures. I didn't sign off on this. I don't agree.
It'll be only pictures of Joe's cat.
My cat?
Yes.
Okay.
And
As
one
long as my
butthole picture
cat,
from
that's
pictures of
fine.
animals.
And one
Only
butthole
pictures
picture
of
from
animals.
Adam.
Oh my gosh.
There has to be the butthole picture, and it's got to be Adam.
No, it's gonna be Adam just wearing his sash that says older shit.
Yes. Which, thank you again for that amazing birthday.
You're welcome. That was awesome.
You know what? You got that sash. I was expecting a walker.
I was actually gonna send him an inflatable
Listen.
walker, but that wasn't as funny.
Yeah. Next year, she probably will.
No, I'm fully expecting you to send me a cane next year. This
Next
is just
year,
how
I'm
it's gonna
sending
be.
Adam a hurricane.
Nice.
Like,
I
there's a
had the
hurricane
flu.
coming
Man,
through.
there's a hurricane coming through.
No,
I missed
not
the
a hurricane, a hurricane. It's one of those stupid ones that like basically just snaps into place.
I missed
Oh.
It's easily foldable, and you basically just drop it, and it all snaps into place.
I want the hurricane in AEW.
All right, and on
Oh, he's
that,
busy
and on
producing
that fantastic note, that's where we're gonna call it for this month. Thank you guys so much for taking the time to listen to us. Just ramble on for the last 45 minutes. If you do want to talk to us, go ahead and tweet us over at CyberTwits Pod on Twitter. Make sure to check out the YouTube channel. Otherwise, I don't know how you're really listening to this because we don't have this podcast anywhere else. Check us out on all of our socials. They're all on the YouTube page. Go over to the T and Twit Pod YouTube channel and all of their socials. Check out our Redbubble store. Buy all of our merch. Because if you want to spend money on us, go ahead and do it that way because that's probably the easiest way to do it. But until next time, we will be back next month, probably after our CyberTwits Christmas, so we can tell you all what we got from each other. So
Yeah.
Maybe I will. Maybe I
By the
will.
way,
Maybe not. I don't know yet.
I want to do some inside joke shirts.
that would be a
Matt.
Gavin thing. That would be a thing to take up with Gavin because he controls the store.
That's true.
And we still need to get new designs. Speaking,
Yes.
I may have a few. But
Oh, good lord. All right. Until
Are they
then,
just your face, Adam? They better not just be your face.
goodbye, everyone.